I think that I'm more appreciative of my chasers and my extended chaser family than I am of my real family. And I know that that sounds crazy to say, but hear me out. And then we're going to go ahead and get it popping with the show. This Thanksgiving, I was more appreciative of, which doesn't negate the appreciation that I have for my regular family, but I was more appreciative of my bag chasers. And that's just the name that we give ourselves because we all going to get that money together. I was more appreciative of you guys and my extended family than I was of my real family. And it doesn't mean you said it's very weird. Okay, well, let me give you a little bit of insight and hopefully you can understand it a little bit different. If you're a prophetess, if you're a prophetess, then you understand the scriptures and you also remember in Acts that Jesus actually denied his mother. She was knocking on the door trying to get to him. And they said, "Hey, your family is out there." And I'm paraphrasing a bit, but your family, your mother out there. And he said, "Y'all my family." He said, "Y'all are my family. The people that's in this room, the disciples, none of you guys are actually blood, but all of you guys, all of y'all are the ones that's my family because your family is the people that are going in the direction that you're going in. Your family is not defined by the bloodline that you have. And we're going to continue to promote that in the culture because they want you to be loyal to people that may not necessarily be going in the direction that you're going in. But your family is the people that add value into your life. And the value don't even have to be money. The value does not have to be money. If anybody has ever been to a Patreon meetup, and we've had dozens of them, and I can't wait to start those back up next year. If anybody has ever been to a Patreon meetup, you know that it is a family affair. It's almost like we coming together to party and celebrate like Thanksgiving, no matter what time of the year it is. We have a ball. It's good energy. It's all of that. Hold on. Hey, babe. Yeah, what's going on though? What is it doing now? Yeah, just put some air in it up to the amount that the rest of the tires is at, and you should be fine. Is there a what? No, ask me. Yeah, it is. You just unscrew it, and then you set the pressure to whatever it is that's the rest of the tires, and then you fill it up to that pressure, and then we'll see if it actually got a slow leak or if something happened. Okay, let me know. All right, bye. Um, but a lot of times we get slowed down and we get caught up from thinking that everybody is supposed to be going in the same direction as us. Um, no, I'm not a Freemason. I'm a bag chaser. You see the hat? Anton, are you a Freemason? No, I'm not a Freemason. Never been a Freemason. I'm a chaser. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to the traditions of some group that somebody created amongst a bunch of people that was happening before I was born. I don't do that. The group that I subscribe to is the people that go in the direction that I'm going in. And again, our meetups is like a family affair. It don't we've had white people, Asian people, men, women. It ain't no beef, ain't no issues, ain't no problem. We just have a good time, and it's because we truly want each other to succeed. It don't matter about where you are in life, how old you are, what your socioeconomic status is. We all got the same mindset, and that mindset is growth, improvement, trying to figure out what is best for us, how we can add as much value into us as possible. And so I don't subscribe to the idea that your family is necessarily blood. Now it doesn't mean that you can't have great blood family members, But I'll tell you that a lot of times those same family members will be the very ones that do you dirty. They're the very ones that'll hold you back. They'll feel as though you owe them something. And that's not my situation because I have a great situation as far as my family. But I spend the most time with you guys. I believe that the family members that you have are the people that you spend the most time with adding value into. And so a lot of times we think that we're supposed to be loyal to people based off of these superficial things that other people put on us. But why should we? When did that start becoming a thing? We got to start breaking with certain traditions. We really do. We have to start breaking with certain traditions because those same traditions is keeping us from getting to where we supposed to be. We got to break off from that. We got to break off. If it's so funny because you'll be sitting there with a person and you'll be spending all of your time with them, right? You'll be so loyal and rocking out with each other. And as soon as somebody from your past call, you go running, but you won't extend that same grace to the person that you're going through the mud with. The person that's got your blood, for example, they may be the very ones that's the biggest noose around your neck, preventing you from being what you're supposed to be. And why is it that we tie ourselves to it just based off of genetics or DNA? Meanwhile, this other person, y'all spiritually connected. And you're spiritually connected, y'all start talking the same, y'all start communicating the same, you got the same lingo, you look at life the same, you going in the same direction, y'all working together, but you'll abandon that person in order to go and be with this person, and you don't even know them. I know people that be like, they'll just meet family members that they've never even met before. And let's just say, for example, something happens like a funeral or something like that, right? And then next thing you know, they want to spend all of this time with their long lost cousins or their long lost sister from their daddy's side or something like that. And I'll be like, and this is just me. Maybe it's just me. I'll be thinking to myself, so you just pair bonding with that person and you don't even know them. You don't know nothing about them. They could be a molester. They could be a killer. They could be a thug. They could be in the streets. They could be setting. You don't know. You don't even know them. Why do you have so much loyalty to people that you don't even know? Honestly, I be so confused. Like people be like, "Oh man, that's my cousin from the third side." So I went to when I went to my father's funeral. When I went to my father's funeral, and it was people from Dawson, Georgia, there. You know, because my father is from Dawson, Georgia, and his father was from Dawson, Georgia, and we had just buried his father maybe 2 years prior to that, right? His father and his mother. We had buried both of them within like a short time frame, and I never told y'all that. So you know, I had been seeing family members that I hadn't seen in decades since I was a little boy, since I was a young guy, since I had went down to Dawson, Georgia and actually visited where my father was from and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, you know, what's going on, Anton? So we're gonna keep in touch. And I didn't know how to respond to that because it's like, no, like I don't want to hang. I don't want to figure it out. I don't know you. Like you're not like I understand that we all connected through my father and stuff like that, but I don't know you. I'm not looking to know you. I'm not trying to figure out what your life. I don't want to meet your kids. I don't want to do none of that type of stuff. I don't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my family is the people that add the most value into my life, and it doesn't matter about blood for me. Blood doesn't mean anything at all. Blood doesn't mean anything. I don't understand how y'all got so much loyalty to people that y'all don't know. That is weird to me. That is crazy to me. And I just can't get with it. It never made sense to me. And maybe it's because I read the word of God very early in my life. And so because I understood the word, I just looked at things a little bit differently. But I can't, bro. I can't do it. I'm not just going to adopt somebody because of blood and all of that stuff. When people introduce people to me, oh man, it's my cousin. I just be looking at him in my mind. I be thinking, that's just Keisha. Shout out to my Keisha in the chat. No, that's just Keisha. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even be wanting to meet. You know what I'm saying? People just based off of that stupid mindset. It's like that don't mean nothing to me. I don't care about no blood, none of that stuff. So it's so funny to me that prophetess would say something like that when clearly it's in the word that your family are the people that are going in the direction that you're going in. Somebody in the chat said it was because they were doing the will of his father. It wasn't just because they were doing the will of his father. It was because they were there with him. They were there. They were praying with him. He was washing their feet. He was doing things too. That they were praying and fervent. They were spreading the word of God. It was because that was his purpose, and they decided to join him, and they were willing to leave everything behind to go with him. So those are the ones that you're supposed to be loyal to. Oh, she was talking to Cash App thing. All right, cool. Those are the ones that you're supposed to be rocking out with. That's my family. Are you going to talk about Mark Lamont Hill having that interview with Brian McKnight's ex wife and son? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about that. That's not my business. I don't get involved in that. Me and Brian, we did a great thing, and if that be true, God bless him. I don't really. Let me say something else, and then we're gonna get started with the show. Because I look at this as kind of like my vlog / live stream and stuff like that. I really, I woke up after coming from Tampa last night, and I was talking to somebody on the phone, and they was like, "Bro, you him." That's not somebody dropping out the sky. That's a crane because they building a hotel next door. Somebody said you him. I'm genuinely, Edward Hill, get your punk ass out of here. Trying to hate. If somebody want to support the show, let them support the show. Niggas always coming in here hating. Um, I don't even care about these niggas. And this isn't no shade to them or whatever it is that they are doing. My path and my trajectory is way bigger than all of these niggas out here. All of your favorite podcasts, all of your political commentators. I don't look at them as competition no more. I don't give a fuck about them. I'm gonna be listen, by the end of next year, most of these niggas is gonna be behind me. I genuinely don't care. I'm so far ahead of these niggas. I don't even look at most of these guys as my peers. Like honestly, I was thinking to myself, why am I even mentioning Mark Lamont Hill? Like that's not even on he that's not even a we not even here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't look at them as my peers. I don't look at these people as anybody that's on my level. We don't talk the same money. We don't talk the same substance. We make a different group of people millionaires versus non-millionaires. We help a different level of community. We act like it's a whole different level for me. And so I was just thinking to myself, man, I'm on a whole different path than a lot of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody that's doing whatever it is that they doing. God bless y'all. Do your thing. I don't need nobody's validation. I don't need nobody's acceptance. I stand by myself. I literally stand by myself. I don't need no friends. I don't need nobody. No, I'm cool. I genuinely don't care about these niggas no more. I don't see him as I don't see him as nothing. I don't look at him as bad and I don't look at him as good. I look at him as insignificant. It's a lot of podcasts that's dying. It's a lot of people that's dropping off from social media. It's a bunch of people that's trying to figure out how they can stay relevant and all of that stuff. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't. The only thing I care about is I was in my group chat today trying to figure out the time that we want to move after hours, if we want to move it up a half hour or not. I only care about my people. I only care about my people. That's it. I genuinely don't care. Rappers, entertainers, I don't even look at them as content, honestly. God bless them. I hope they figure it out. I hope they figure it out. Most of these niggas is broke. A lot of these people that y'all looking at as y'all heroes, they 2-3 paychecks away from losing everything. They in the same boat as regular everyday folks. That's the thing that y'all got to remember. Most of these people is in the same boat as everybody else, bro. They all, honestly, they're all broke. Most of these live streamers, most of these guys that y'all look up to, that y'all watching every day, they one podcast away from losing everything, bro. They're one podcast, one bad album, one bad drop, one shot away from losing it all. Bro, we in a whole nother realm, man. We in a whole nother space. We are history makers. That's what y'all got to realize. Shout out to my bag chasers. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Best time to join the Patreon is the beginning of the month. We live streaming tomorrow on Patreon. Yo, I don't know if y'all know this, but we're charting a path that literally has never been charted before. We never moved out of the city that we was born and raised in. We created our own group. We never took no money from nobody, from no political party, from no PAC, super PAC. We are completely 100% independent. We own everything that we do. We are our own movement, and everything that we've ever built is organic. We didn't need nobody to give us a cosign. We didn't need nobody to put us on. We create our own stuff. We not dependent on nobody, and we don't need nothing to continue to roll. We are one of the most dangerous groups of people. It's 20,000 bag chasers, over 20,000 of us, and we got it out the mud. We ain't panhandle it. We didn't group fund it. We didn't GoFundMe. We didn't do none of that shit. We got it straight out the mud, and we didn't need nobody to do it. That's why they trying to discredit you. That's why they want to try to remove us and try to act like we not doing what we doing. But now we've grown so much and we such a movement that they can't ignore us. But now we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We build our own houses. We don't go to banks. We put money in our own pockets. We hire from within. We literally did the thing that Black people talk about that they want to do every single day. That little community out there in Arkansas and the Ozarks that they trying to do, we already did it. We already doing it. We connect when we want. We line up on it. We connect with each other on the group chat. We link up with each other in real life. We meet up. We don't depend on no banks. We not begging the government to community fund us. We don't need nobody's reparations. We did this shit on our own, with our own two hands, with no help from nobody. Ain't that crazy when you really think about it, that we never needed nobody? We never needed a loan, a record label, nothing. We just got this shit out the mud. Ain't nobody begging. The networks come to us. The people are coming to us. We don't need these motherfuckers. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. You don't have to need or beg nobody. And you know what the worst part about it is? You know what they really, really bothered by because they can't figure it out? Our backing is a higher power. We don't need a fucking bank. We don't need a political party. Our backing is God. Our backing is God. If you find a settlement that you can get, that you can show me, I'll own up to it. The minute that you can find it, niggas is dependent on rumors. Rumors. Our backing is that's all we need is we don't need nothing and nobody. We don't need a man to do nothing for us. I love it. I love this. And I'm going to continue to crack y'all head wide open to the white meat. And it's nothing you can do about it. You gonna have to sit and watch me take over all of the fucking internet. You're gonna have to get mad at the fact that I am going to come and eat your lunch. I'm going to take all of your audience members. I am going to come and take over everything. And there's nothing you can do. There's no pivot that you can make. It's no interview that you can get that's going to stop it. We are going to destroy and take over everything. We're going to go city to city. We're going to buy up all of the property. In real life, we're going to take up all of the digital property. We're going to make all of the investments, and we're going to continue to kill everything and everybody. And nobody can stop us.